Hey there, everybody. Traveling with me, Jack, and of course, as always, with my beautiful heavenly wife, Pam, out on an evening hike outside of Phoenix, Arizona, in a place called Fountain Hills. Further proof, you can get just a few miles out of the city, and the temperature is much more comfortable than down in the city today. Oh, up here it's probably, I don't know, maybe low, mid 90s, and with practically zero humidity, it's pretty darn comfortable. And you can see the views are pretty good too. This is out near Fountain Hills. And this is a park, a preserve area called Adelo, I think that's right, Adelo Canyon. And you drive your way up here through a really, really beautiful high-end neighborhood. One that yours truly will not be affording anytime soon. But I love coming out here. And I just discovered about coming out here for the cooler hikes in the evening just a few days ago. I'd been out here many times, but it hadn't really dawned on me how that, less than a half hour from my house, I can go up several hundred feet in elevation and be on a trail that's also shaded by the mountains here, because after 5 o'clock the sun's behind the mountains and makes it incredibly, incredibly comfortable. And again, the views are just so spectacular. And you may say, well, why do you go on and on about the views? Well, I'm going to tell you why. It's because I find comfort in the beauty of what God has created here. And it helps in the grieving process. And yeah, I know you're saying, this grieving thing's been going on now for over 3 years. Give it up. Well, it's not like I'm constantly grieving. But those of you who've gone through loss, you know what I mean. I mean, it never completely goes away. And it's not going to. Especially if you had a deep love for the one that you lost. I mean, I'll always remember Pam and the fun times we had. Wasn't there a song, I think, called I'll Remember You? I think there was. And yeah, I'll always remember her. And when I'm out here hiking and enjoying all this beautiful landscape that God has provided, it reminds me too that God is who created Pam and made her so beautiful. And then God granted me the opportunity to date her and then marry her. And then we got to enjoy over 30 years together. Man, oh man, that was cool. That was a lot of fun. But I wanted more. It's kind of like ice cream. One little cup's never enough. You want more. You just want to keep it. Keep getting more and more. And I wanted more and more of Pam. But grateful for what we did have. And I was thinking about the future. And thinking about what am I going to do. And then I started having the what ifs. You know about the what ifs? Well, what if this happens? What if that happens? What will I do? How will I react? And then I thought, you know what? You got to stop that business of living in the what ifs and live in the what now. What's happening right now? Live in the moment. And that's what I'm doing this evening. Out here walking on this spectacular trail. Look off in the distance there. You can see some big thunderheads trying to build up. It's the time of year when it's monsoon season here. I'll set down my water bottle and hold this with 2 hands. I got to tell you, next time I decide to break out into a conversation without a selfie stick, well, that's just a bad move. Need to have the old selfie stick. But anyway, I was talking about monsoon season. And, that's a gift from God too. We're in the desert and people think it's always dry and dusty. But no, there's a couple, 3 months out of the year that we get these big thunderstorms that roll through, and they can be pretty violent at times, but boy, that water, it replenishes the land. Of course, this past winter and spring, we had rain and we had snow in some of these mountains around here, and led to some incredibly beautiful flowers that were blooming all across the region. Yeah, I'm out here babbling on and on about Mother Nature and the beauty it has for us, because it's so important. So incredibly important to try and find the good things in life, and try and just like a fine wine. Just take it all in. You know, breathe in life while you still got it here. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm breathing in life. Now I can sit here and I can go off into some deep, dark areas and probably work up a cry, but I don't think that's a good idea. I like to look out there at the mountains and look at those clouds that are billowing up and think that even higher and higher and above that, somewhere is heaven. We don't really understand heaven. We don't have a GPS that's going to take us straight there. But if you're like me and you believe in God and you believe in the afterlife, I want to think Pam's spirit is up there right now, and then eventually there'll be what's called the resurrection, and then we'll all be lifted in the air. People will come out of the graves, and we'll have these perfect bodies in this perfect world. And man, the troubles of the past and the troubles we had down here, not even going to remember it, not even going to think about it. The diseases, the pain, it all goes away. And sometimes when I'm out on a beautiful hike like this, I have these visions that, you know, this is kind of what a day in heaven's going to be like. No, it may not be desert. But you know what? I bet God may have some desert for those of us that enjoy the desert. He's going to have lush green fields for those that like that. There are going to be beaches. There's going to be all kinds of trees, all kinds of wildlife, all kinds of foods to enjoy. Just think about that. Think about that hope that we have of how much better it's going to be. Sound like I'm preaching now, don't I? Well, my last name is Church. Guess I should do a little bit of that. That's all I got for you. Just wanted to share with you these beautiful views out in the Fountain Hills area, which is outside of Phoenix. If you're ever out here too, they got this big old fountain in the town there that goes off every half hour and shoots about 200 or 300 feet up into the sky. I've been there and seen it. It's pretty cool. You can probably hear the wind blowing. Well, that's a nice, refreshing breeze as well. God's providing that. Thank you, God. Yeah, thank you, God. Yeah, God, I'm still upset you took Pam, but thank you for what I've got here. And thank you for that hope in the future. And I hope this message gave you folks a little hope as well. Hey, keep subscribing. Do a thumbs up. You can donate to the channel. And don't forget to check out that podcast too, Love Letters to Pam. In the meantime, you know what I like to say. Make it a great day. Better yet, a better tomorrow. Give you one final look out over this gorgeous, gorgeous area near Fountain Hills, Arizona. Take care, everyone.